Hello, you are listening to Sacred Rebel Radio, and I'm your host, Yolanda Shoshana, or you can just call me Shoshi. How are you? I hope you're having a great weekend. I have been having a pretty mellow, awesome weekend. I've been at home mostly for the weekend, except for one fun stop that I make, which I'll tell you about in a moment. But I've been home working on my books and all that good stuff. I got my novella series, I got it read and edited a bit, and I have someone else reading it, so I'm making some changes and adding a new scene, so that's been taking up my time, and I'm working on a romantic kink kind of cookbook, a courtesan cook's cookbook with sexy food in it. So that's what I've been up to. I want to release both of the books at the same time, so I got to get cracking. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. I'd say by June, beginning of June, like both of these books should be done, and I will definitely let you know where you can get them and read them and all that good stuff. You know, my Courtesan Chronicles is coming back. That's the novella series I'm working on. It's being revamped and getting kind of a new attitude. And if you like witches, this will definitely be for you. Who doesn't like witches? You better like witches. So yeah, I'm getting excited. If you've ever thought about writing a book, or if you want to write a book, I highly recommend it. You know, you don't have to wait for a publisher. You can self-publish. You can just get it out there. Get your words and your vision out there. I'm opting to self-publish again because I prefer it. It's kind of my jam. But, do it. It can be trying and frustrating and beautiful all at the same time, because when you're almost finished, it's like awesome sauce. So that's me, but I also did make a stop this weekend. I went to Woodlawn Cemetary, and if you know anything about me, you know I love me some cemeteries. They just, hanging with the dead really helps me clear my head. It does something for me. Like, I don't know, I think I get off on cemeteries. Is that sick? I don't know. It's like my thing. It helps me recharge my psychic clairvoyant juices. It gets me going. And it's such a beautiful cemetery. It's located in the Bronx. It's like one of the top cemeteries in the world, if you've never heard of it. It's on my train line. It's on the 4. It's actually only, I don't know, maybe 5 to 6 stops away from me. So it's really close. So it's easy for me to just jump on and go walk around. It's pretty big. There's a lot of New York celebrities there. I never end up at their graves though, because I get lost. I just kind of go where the wind takes me when I go. Like whoever kind of calls me over, I kind of go and I visit, and then I walk around. I put on some Mozart, and I just loved every minute of it, and it felt so good. I'm still feeling it, and it left me so wide open for love and beauty and light that I'm still feeling it. And it's so beautiful. So I highly recommend it if you're ever in the New York area, or if you live in New York. And, you can get a map and go see certain people. I can't remember anybody who's there now, of course, but there's a lot of celebrities, but there's also New York, figures that were important in building the city. Like Woolworth is there. Like I always take a photo of his mausoleum when I walk in. It's like one of the first ones when you walk in. There's all this beautiful Egyptian art on it. It's stunning. And I took a photo of this well-to-do woman who was well known as a socialite in New York. She died when she was 19, and they buried her in her wedding gown. But there's a statue of her on her tombstone. Like, it's so hot. So it's just beautiful, beautiful artwork. And some of the mausoleums are just like, wow, you had it like that. Like that kind of money is just insane. We also have a big cemetery in Brooklyn, which I have on my list to go to next. I haven't gone to it, but I really want to check it out. And at that one is like Basquiat and Mae West, because she was from Brooklyn. And, so we have 2 of the hottest cemeteries in the world. So worth checking out. I don't know if it's as good as Paris, but we do okay. So that's how I spent my weekend. Getting my psychic stuff back together, and I feel ready to go. So, in case you don't know, you can now find this show on iTunes. Hey, we're there. I got the go ahead on Monday. So, if you are an iTunes fan, you can now find this on iTunes besides Spreaker. You can also find this on YouTube. And I think there's one more. What else am I on? Oh, SoundCloud as well. I forget about SoundCloud. I'm not a huge SoundCloud listener, but I like the platform. But if you're on SoundCloud, you can find Sacred Rebel on SoundCloud as well. And I will have some other platforms to announce soon. So basically, you can get this on the go wherever you are and whatever platform floats your boat. As I always tell you, find me where you want me, because I want to be found. And, you get your soul food whenever you need it. I mean, and YouTube is always great, because who isn't on YouTube, right? And you can also get it, I believe you can get it offline if you are part of Google Music. I love me some Google Play Music. What? It's like the best invention since, I don't know, Betty White, sliced bread. So yeah, so find me anywhere and everywhere. So as I promised, I am going to start a teaching on chakras. Chakras, yay! I'm a big fan of chakras. It's where I get a lot of information when I do a reading. People come to me and they don't either know a lot about their chakras, or they're confused. They hadn't heard of the chakra before. So I thought it would be really great to do a little teaching on that and give you information. There's a lot of information online if you Google chakra. Some of it's better than others, but this is just a little bit to get you started, because this might interest you. It may not, but know that a lot of psychics and a lot of healers will get information from your chakras. If you're confused about what that is, basically chakras, there's 7 focal points of power and energy in your body, and that's what we are referring to as chakra. The Sanskrit translation of it is wheel. So think of it as wheels turning in your body. So you have 7 wheels of energy turning in your body. When I do readings, for me, when I see that a wheel isn't turning, or if the wheel is dull, the color is a little bit dim, or something's in the way, that's when I know that I have to pay attention to that chakra. And normally people will tell me that they feel stuck in that area. So I help them clean it out, because you have to clean this energy out, because it's like a wheel. It's like things get caught in it. Think of it like an air conditioner. When there's crap caught in your wheel or caught in the air conditioner, you got to clean it out. There's gook and stuck and, all kind of foolishness in it, like bad energy in your chakras. So it's, you pay attention to that. So there's 7 of them, and there is one at the base of your spine. There's one in your lower abdomen. There's one in the solar plex. Then there's the heart chakra, one of my favorites, the throat, your forehead, and there is the crown of your head chakra as well, which is where I get a lot of energy as well. So you have 7 of them in play to play with in your body. Most of the time people talk about 6, but that 7th is the crown of the head. So don't forget that. And that's also where your intuition comes into play as well. So today I'm going to break this into like a series. Today I'm going to talk about the root chakra, so that you can get this information and play with it as you will. But the root chakra is a very important chakra, because it also shoots energy to all your other chakras. And this is about your grounding, and this chakra also gives you your security. This is where you find your life path, where you put down roots and you nourish yourself physically and spiritually. This is also where the money comes in. If you find that you're not good with money, or money slips through your fingers, this is the chakra to go to for that. Like, I have a client I'm doing a reading for tomorrow, and money is an issue for her, and her root chakra is a bit of a mess. So I'm going to have to work with her to help her get that back intact. Her grounding's a little bit off. And, being grounded is easier for some people than others, but as you continue to pay attention to the chakra and give this chakra some love, you'll find that it gets much easier. The element that this chakra deals with is earth, which makes complete sense, because this is about your grounding. There is limitless energy in this chakra. So, that basically means there's a world of opportunity. This is also where Kundalini energy sits and lies. When they talk about this Kundalini rising, this energy is coming from this root chakra. And also note that Kundalini is not just about sex. Kundalini is part of everything that you do. That's a whole other teaching, which I definitely will get back to. But this is where that energy comes from. So, when this chakra is balanced, the energy flows in two directions. It flows down and it flows up. It flows up like a lightning rod, and then it flows down to ground you. So it's going in two different directions, which is actually good. You don't want it going in a lot of different directions, but you want it going in at least two. That way you know that you are grounded and your feet are firmly on the ground. Now, when this energy is blocked, though, you might feel off. You might feel like you don't belong. Like I said, money is not good, and you're not really feeling like yourself. So that's why this chakra is highly important to pay attention to and to meditate on. Meditating on this is one of the best ways to clear your chakras and to get grounded again. I always talk about being aligned and being grounded, but this chakra is really where a lot of that comes from. This also talks about your health, because when you're not grounded, it's easier for you to get sick. It's easier for things to come into your energy force and your body to take you off balance. So you might also feel, if you're feeling off with this chakra, you might feel like you compensate a lot emotionally. So when your emotions are off, this chakra is off. So this comes into play when you're dating, in your love life, at work, like everything that you do. I don't know if you can hear the church bells going on behind me. I love the church bells. Yeah, I live close to a church. But anyway, so just know that, meditating and clearing the chakra out as often as you need to is important for your stability and your finances. So this chakra is key and important to get together. I will put up a meditation on chakras so that you can go and refer back to it, because when I say meditate on it, you're probably like, maybe how? I mean, some people know how to do it and other people don't, but there are specific meditations you can do specifically for this chakra to get, to really get this going and to get this into play. And you might really want to do that because, like I said, it informs all your other chakras. Some questions you might have to know if this is blocked for you or not might be, how am I in relationships? How is my health? How do I deal with change? How do I respond to change? Start asking yourself difficult questions. And this is where this chakra comes into play, because this will help you know when you block yourself and when you throw things in the way of this chakra and of this healing. So that's kind of my basic on this chakra. Like I said, you do a little research, you can find out more about it, but I will put up some meditations to help you clear this chakra out, to get more informed with the chakra, to have that conversation with the chakra, because being grounded is key in everything you do. It also informs your intuition and your gut instinct, whatever you want to call it. It just informs everything. And especially when it comes to money. And, most of us would love more money. And when we get worried, we throw this chakra off. When we're worried about money and stability, we're throwing this chakra off, which is why I'm always telling people, no, you've got to know that money is coming. You have to know that abundance is coming, because when you do that, this chakra is grounded. The chakra will give and attract all of those things that you really do desire. But if you worry about them, you're attracting more of what you lack. So this is key. So next week I will go into the chakra after it, like chakra number 2. And also know that when you do a little research on chakras, they talk about color of chakras, which is important and it's not important. And I tell you that because don't feel like you have to worry so much about the color of your chakras. Just the goal of it is for you to have your chakras spinning. Because when I look at auras and chakras, sometimes people's colors are different than what the book tells them they should be like. Some people are like a yellow, some people are an orange, some people are a red orange. Creative people move in and out. So focus more on making sure your chakras spin and that they are full of light and they're vibrant and they're vibrating so that the energy can flow in your body. So if you are feeling stuck, start to look at your chakra point. Start to look at this chakra by your spine, because it will tell you a lot. So I hope that helps you start to learn a little bit about your chakras, because to me, they're hot. I don't know. So I do have a few questions that were sent in. Thank you so much for those of you who are sending in your questions. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you, and I'm here to answer. So the first one is from Sadie in Japan. Shout out to my listeners and followers in Japan. I love all of you. I love my Japan fans. They're fun. And I love the name Sadie. Isn't that a cool name? Sounds like a Jewish aunt or a Jewish grandmother. Oh, Sadie. Sadie in Japan. So Sadie writes, I think I am in the wrong profession, but I'm scared to make a change. What should I do? Well, first of all, the word scared is key, because I do see fear in your energy force. But Sadie, if you're in the wrong profession, you look like you're like around 29, 30. It's not too late, girl. It's not like you're 100 years old and on your deathbed. Even if you were 100 years old, go change that career if that's what your heart desires. You will not be happy doing what you're doing. So I say to you, when you say that you're scared of making a change, what's more frightening than making the change? To me, what's more frightening is unhappiness. You don't have to choose to stay in this profession. It looked like you chose this profession because it was safe and your parents wanted you to do it. It looks like your parents are a big influence over what it is you do in the world. So, are you living for them, or are you living for you? Do you want to be happy? Do you want to, or be miserable? I mean, that's really the only way to put it. And it looks like you want to be happy. So do what you have to do. You might have to save some money to go back to school, it looks like. I think that's also a part of the fear, and you're scared that if you do it, oh my gosh, what will people think of you, and what will this look like? I don't know what it is you want to make a change in, but it looks like, I have to say, it looks like you're leaning toward a sex health or something, and I think that's what the issue is. Let me know if I'm right, but it looks like it's more of a risque kind of thing for your family. Like nobody in your family would dare to do such a thing because you're supposed to be safe, but there's money in that. You're going to be fine. You can have a career and you'll be helping people. So I think you're more worried about what people are going to say than your own happiness. And you know, when you want to be happy, you got to do you. You got to do you, girl. You got to go for yours. So I say go for it if that's what will make you happy. The choice is, of course, yours. Sometimes there has to be a provocateur in the household. Sometimes somebody's got to push the system. I say, why not let it be you? Show your family what you got. So the next question is from Gloria in Queens. Shout out Queens in the house. Ha, ha, ha. Gloria writes, when will I find love? I'm exhausted trying to make it happen. What can I do next? Girl, don't you know I get it? It's exhausting trying to find the one. So here's the deal. What I read in this, when you say you're trying to make it happen, first of all, that's the problem. Trying to make it happen. You can't try to make love happen. You can't make somebody love you. You can't force love. I mean, you can force love in the fact that you can settle. Ew, boring. Ew. Do you really want to settle? No. So it's time to go with the flow. It's time to put a shout out to the universe, and it's time to conjure in what you are looking for in a partner. I look at your love energy, and it doesn't look like you really know what you want in a partner. So I always say to people who come to me and go, well, how can I find the love of my life? And I'm like, well, I can't even tell what the love of your life is. What? It's like, you want this, you want that. And it's not about attributes that I'm talking about. It's just that your love life is kind of all over the place. Because when I look at your dating history, I see all types of men, but some of them are just bad choices. And you date bad choices because you're trying so hard to find the love of your life. And that's where the problem lies. If you know that a guy is not good for you from the get-go, what are you holding on to? If you know that they won't make a good partner, what are you holding on to? What are you hoping to do? Because you are not going to change someone. You don't have time for that. You want to find love. You want to find amazing love. That's what you have time for. If a mofo is not worth your time from the beginning, let them go, ladies. And also this goes out to the men. If somebody's not worth your time, cut it off. What are you waiting for? You're wasting your time. You're wasting precious time. The person who is looking for you cannot find you when you are with a full clown or whatever. Just stop the madness. So stop trying so hard. And plus, men smell when ladies are desperate. That is not sexy, girl. So, it's time. You're here in New York. It's time to be out and about. We have a lot of outdoor stuff popping off. Get flirty, put on some cute little, sandals, and put on a cute dress and go work your magic. Like, stop boo-hooing. Get on howaboutwe.com, get on, I don't know what you're, if you're Christian Mingle, J-Date, Black People Meet, if you want a black guy, I don't know. I don't see that you're African American. Get on whatever it is that floats your boat. Get on interraciallove.com, whatever it is, get on it and be out and about. Don't try so hard. That is my note to you. It will come, easier to you and you'll have more fun. You got to have some fun, girl. So let me know how that goes. So those are the questions I have for this week. I had more, but, I'm trying to balance them out and use them, disperse them out. I'm trying to get to everybody's question one way or another, but keep them coming. Keep those questions coming. I love it. I love it, love it. So, and you can write me at Yolandashoshana.com if you want to send a question in. This information is also on my website on YolandaShoshana.com. If you look under Sacred Rebel Radio, you can, send in your question, as we say in French. Actually, that's not how we say it in French. Oh, I wanted to tell you some other things about the chakra before I go off to another topic. And this is my thing, I get all this information in, and so I start going off on all these other things. Back to the root chakra, some things that will help you balance as well. I'm really into magical aromatherapy. So some essential oils that would be really great for balancing are patchouli oil, but get a good one. There is some nasty patchouli oil out there, some really nasty. And I don't mean a fragrance oil. I mean real essential oil. Fragrance oils are not pure and they will not help you move your vibration. Essential oils will do that. So get a really good patchouli oil from like someplace exotic in the world. It's really good for warmth and security. Then there's sandalwood, one of my all-time favorite, and unfortunately we're starting to run out of sandalwood, which is breaking my heart, but you can find some really good sandalwood, whether it's from India or someplace else. Sandalwood is great for when you feel stuck. Take a whiff of it, put some in a burner, get some sandalwood incense. I always recommend the ones from India because most of the ones from India are made with pure essential oil and they make them for divination purposes. So then there's vetiver, one of my favorite, which kind of smells like leather. I use that a lot when I want to create the smell of leather in some of my perfumes. So it's really good with helping make decisions. So it helps you to be clear. And last but not least, ginger. A ginger oil is good for indecisions and apathy, but you can also just get ginger from the store if you want to take a smell of that. But whatever you do with the oils, make sure they are pure oils. No fake foolishness. So if you need help figuring out where to get oil or what have you, get in touch with me because I can get you to the right place. I do not use some of the oils that people use. I won't name any names. So I get my oils from other resources and from farms and things from around the world. I don't use MLM or chains per se for my oils. I'll leave it at that. I have nothing but good things to say. So yeah, so that would be good. And also food. Foods that you can eat for your root chakra are root vegetables, and vegetable proteins and seeds like pumpkin seeds. I love pumpkin seeds. Oh my God, sunflower seeds. Seeds are good, but root vegetables are really great for helping you get grounded. And of course, flower essences are great to use for the meditation. And like I said, I'll put some meditations up on my site, hopefully by the end of the week. That will help us with our chakras. I just wanted to mention this info to you because I forgot to tell you about the essential oil piece, and I'm really big on, magical aromatherapy and helping ground with oils and all that good stuff because it really does shift your vibration. Since it helps with sense memory and it just can move you to a whole other place. And if you're ever depressed, I always love to tell people lemon is great. Lemon oil, a citrus, get some citrus going. Stop, smell an orange or smell lemon. It really is good for happiness and moving that kind of that third eye into place. It gives you a little tingle for your intuition. So that's my magical aromatherapy piece. I guess I should put some magical aromatherapy into the show. What do you think? Let me know what you think. So this week, I was back with my readings on YouTube. I am doing an Archangel Michael reading this week. Actually, it's done. I'm not doing it. It's done. It will be up by the time you get this. So check that out. After I came from the cemetery, I felt like I had all this angel energy around me, and Archangel Michael really was speaking to me, and I got a little weepy during the reading. Like, I was so open. It was like, oh my gosh, I get that way. So I was feeling very moved with my own words, but actually, like I say, I channeled the reading. So it was words from another source. I am the vehicle. I allow things to come through me so that I can give you the guidance coming from angels, guides, the divine, the universe, and anybody else up there who's out for our best good, because that's the way that it works. I have a new magic video out this week too, and I talked about all that you have is your soul. And yes, I got that from Tracy Chapman, because when I was doing my magic mix for this week, and check that out too. I love using music as magic mixes. So it's the You Go Girl mix. I used to listen to that song repeatedly, over and over and over again, because the words just spoke to me. And walking through Woodlawn and being back home and feeling energy, the lesson to me to give was all that you have is your soul, because the choices that you are making come from your soul. They go through your soul, and it expands your soul or it shrinks your soul, because that choice does belong to you. Everything we do is a choice, and people forget that. People forget that we all have more than one path that we can follow, and it's not necessarily so crystal clear, which is good and bad, because if you're on the wrong path, thank God you can turn around and go to a different path. But the thing about the path is that there are other influences in that path, but the choice of which path you take is always yours. And all that you do have is your soul. Your soul is informing all of your human experiences, your feelings, your emotions, and all the things on this earth. So giving love to your soul, paying attention to what your soul has to say, is so important for you reaching your higher self and you becoming the person that you really want to become, because it's in your hands. Even though there are times when it doesn't feel like it, when you feel like, well, I'm never going to be rich enough, I'm never going to be able to do this, I'm never going to be able to do that. That way of thinking is what cancels out the possibilities. You have within you all the power to make all the shit that you want to happen. And the only reason somebody is more successful than you is because they choose to believe that they can. Yeah, maybe somebody had a silver spoon in their mouth and maybe you're broke like a motherfucker, but that's not the point. The point is you can come out of that if you choose to. It's about your choices and how you choose to maneuver to get to where you want to go. What windows are you looking in? When that door closes, find another window. If that window is broken, find another one. Crawl, climb, whatever you have to do to be true to you, figure that out. And that is kind of, well, I didn't go into all that, but that is where the magic really lies. And that is what your soul wants to talk to you about. So paying attention and listening is key in all that you do and all that you want and have in this lifetime. So allow it to flow. Don't cut yourself off and don't shrink. Allow yourself to be bigger, better, and more badass. Woohoo! So I think that is about it. You can find me online, and I've given you some food for thought and some soul food for the week in many different forms. Whether you are watching my weekly readings or my vlog or listening to the magic mix. I really love my mix this time around. It's good stuff. Yes. So, whatever helps you get to where you're trying to go. If there's something that you're missing and that I'm not doing for you, let me know. Talk to me. You know I'm available. You can reach me. I mean, I get, questions and comments on all platforms. Sometimes and then I'll see a message. I can't remember what platform is that on, but I'm on everything I should be on, I think. So, and if you don't give a hoot about my weekly reading, you can follow me on Instagram. I normally do, like, Monday through Friday, I do reading almost every day to give you a little something to get you going. So find me there. Don't forget to sign up for my newsletter. And next week, the Reiki healing will be back. I will be posting the link again. So if you want some Reiki healing, feel free to be on the lookout for that. Or if you're on my list, you're going to get it anyway. So but be on the lookout for some Reiki healing if you need a little love, your energy needs some light and some healing. That's what it's for. Reiki is a powerful, amazing thing. So I wish you the best throughout the week. It is a new week on us, and kick off something you've been wanting to kick off and do what you need to do to get yourself going. Personally, for me, what I'm doing is I'm up to some new spiritual adventures, and I'll be sharing those with you. Like I love spiritual adventures because I am curious spiritually. Like I end up in lots of different communities because of that, I think. So I will be sharing some of those, and some of those might trigger something in you, like things you've never thought of trying or what have you. So I'll be on some new spiritual adventures for myself. Because I'm feeling antsy, and so look out for those. And if you're in New York and you have a spiritual adventure that I probably should come on, let me know. Or if you have one online or what have you, talk to me. I'm open. I'm like an open vessel. So I send you much love and light, and rock your soul and spirit right. And you continue to be a sacred rebel. You fight for you. You stay true to you. And above all else, peace, love, and soul, may the road rise to meet you. And I am always here for you, no matter where you are in this world. I am always here, so don't ever hesitate to reach out. Peace, love, and soul, and I absolutely, positively love you. And until next week, bye.